Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Ignore the caw. Let's just do a new challenge, I think. We've been having a decent run of these challenges lately. Eventually, we're gonna have to do Extra Pain Train, which is just hard mode. Fragile Collection doesn't seem that bad. You know, the first unit you play every turn is Fragile, but there's extra collectors and extra upgrade slots to make up for how annoying that is. This is not that bad. I think Fragile Collection could be really easy with either Melting Remnant or Umbra, because the Umbra morsels, they'll have Fragile. The first unit you play every turn is Fragile, not all units. So you just play a morsel, it has Fragile, and oh no, it's gonna get gorged anyways, or it'll tank a hit and die anyways, who cares? You just don't want to play your champion with Fragile, but the Melting have a lot of easy, cheap units to play. The Umbra has a lot of easy, cheap units to play. You know, their starting deck cards are units, either directly units or Shade Splitters. So I kind of like Fragile Collection into either a Melting or an Umbra. And in fact, we could do both, which would even further guarantee ourselves the ability to play a sacrificial unit every turn. Would we like Umbra or Melting as our primary though? I mean, you know me, I love the Umbra, so let's go Melting. Let's go Melting and try to have let's throw a wrench into our own plans, because I really don't think sacrificial is that hard at all. All you have to do is just make sure you do, and you know what? Units, pretty freaking good. All you have to do is just make sure you do not play a minion until you play a morsel or a dreg. Googly Eyes Best Mutation says AB0020. There's actually a game update where I think if you go to settings, you can just put Googly Eyes on everything, and it's not actually a modifier now, because it's only a visual change anyways. So you know what? There you go, Googly Eyes on. We'll add our own, you know, challenge to Fragile Collection here. My lord, what do you take? Double Gorge or +3 Burnout. Oh my, this is one of those situations I wish I had gotten to my champion first. Because if we get the Burnout champion, this is insane because it keeps him alive longer, but Double Gorge can make some freaking amazing units. I'm gonna go Double Gorge, because if we can remove Burnout from our champion or get the Burnout lady, we don't need to worry about him burning out. Now the only question is, what do you do here? Because, you know, Burnout Man is gonna have a hard time living and being played. Harvest, +1/+5. Let's assume that this goes to +2/+10 after the first boss fight, like the first primary boss fight, and then it goes to +4/+20. Harvest, +4/+20. It feels like that's too slow, but because I think we should try it. I think we should try it because Burnout, we have no way of preventing. Let's at least put a champion out there early, you know, on the first few fights, who's gonna tank some hits and do some damage, and maybe this will be amazing later. Maybe we'll find a way to make this work. But you gotta remember, Umbra morsels being eaten do not count as dying for the purposes of Harvest. They will, however, count as dying if they die, if they tank a hit and die. So we can kind of force it sometimes. Also, Googly Eyes! So the first unit you play has Fragile. We would like the Dreg to be played and probably die. This is no vote of house, but it'll do. We want the Rector Flicker out. I kind of feel like maybe we want him on the top floor in case the loot goblin spawns up there. These enemies are gonna have we're gonna have a hard time killing them, let's be honest. Does Harvest trigger when any unit on the floor dies? Yes, friendly and enemy units. So if the Dreg dies, we'll get a bonus. So you know what, I will put him down there for that reason. I could put the Morsel out in order to gain a harvest trigger. You know what? Weirdly enough, that's worth more. Oh, it's gonna go to you! Aw, damn it. I was thinking it's worth more than the plus 3 HP on the unit, but I screwed it up a little bit. Anyways, you're dying. This is real freaking weird. Stealth 2 to friendly units. I can't kill these guys. Honestly, we would have preferred the 5/1s with Rage, because we could easily kill them with the Atumbra Assaults and our units and whatnot. I don't really have a way of killing these units through their armor, first of all, but also just with the units. Like, they're gonna hit the pyre, pretty much. There's not much I can do about that. Not anything I can do about that, I think. Peter gains +4 attack. I would like you to have a little bit more attack. The heart has a googly eye on it. That's freaking adorable. I'm also gonna kill you. We get more morsels. I guess we're just gonna, like, eventually put a unit up there to gorge. The googly eyes really complete the game. So says you. Ah, double collectors. I forgot about that. So we will get some extra gold. Thank you very much. We do want a train steward out here to gorge. Oh, damn it. Look, yeah, it's annoying. We just gotta make sure we're doing things in the right order. We'll put you out, and put a dreg out, we'll put you out to summon 2 draft units. They'll buff the Rector Flicker with the Harvest. We might get lucky. Oh, you're gonna hit the pyre 3 times. We might get lucky and kill the boss on this floor? Yeah. Because honestly, the drafts will themselves count for Harvest, I believe. So yeah, that doesn't seem that bad. You can do some damage and stay alive. You can go out there. I put the freaking Fragile on you. Man, it's so hard to play around Fragile. Just because you're used to playing things in a particular order. That changing makes it hard to work around. Makes it hard to rewire your brain. Bum, 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 bum. So disposable account wants a quick overview. The first unit you play a turn is Fragile. There's more collectors and more upgrade slots. Send a unit and apply days 1 or molded. And in case you don't know, Fragile means that if they take any red heart damage, they die instantly. Armor can block it, but red heart damage will kill a unit. So you really want to play it with dregs and morsels. Molded Reform. I do like the Molded Reform because it is a good way. I also really like Lifesteal. Extinguish. Summon Twins of Wax. Lady of the Reformed. Harvest, gain 5 gold. We need a big unit, and we can put 3 upgrades on this guy. He can handle an entire floor himself. That's fine. Now Blexmer's confused. Okay, look, I'm gonna go through it one more time. Everyone, listen up. Fragile Collection. Fragile, the first unit you play each turn has Fragile. If they take red heart damage, they die. Extra gold collectors, +1 upgrade on everything. Additionally, Googly Eyes is an option. There you go. Now, I think we do want to upgrade units, especially having this this big boy. We can focus on other floors with the Rector Flicker and the spells, but I really want an early upgrade. Burnout or Harvest. I think we could maybe go Super Harvest and try to make something with that work with the champion. Quick or +5/+10? Quick does not matter, but the +5/+10 matters a whole lot. Honestly, Damage Shield would also be pretty good, but I think I'm just gonna go for an immediate reroll. Large Stone would have been nice. Endless is funky, because when he dies, I can just play him again. Could also play the Wickless Baron as a tank, but I'd prefer something else to be the tank in front of him. I don't think we need Endless on the Legion. I think we only need one of these, because individually they don't do that much damage, but once the boss hits Relentless, that's when they truly shine. We don't need to replay it. We don't want it to be Burnout, though. for sure. I think we can totally upgrade it with a little bit of extra attack. Again, remember, we don't need perfect Legion of Wax. He's probably good enough on his own, because he's just a freaking badass. Could also upgrade the Baron a little bit. And also remember that we have a lot of cash because of the fact that we got an extra gold collector, gold fairy, gold goblin. And you know what? Let's upgrade a Dreg. That Dreg can go behind everyone and live. Endless on a sacrificial unit. We don't need endless on sacrificial units because we have so many ways of generating sacrificial units with morsels. They are the sacrificial units. So I honestly think you just start with the Legion at the bottom. You have Fragile. I almost did it. I almost did it. So we're gonna have the Train Steward be up here. Then we'll put out the Legion. Then we'll put out the Champion. Now we need a perfect. Could put the Wickless Baron here and get a kill. You know, I actually think it's not that bad of an idea. We don't need the Harvest Dues to be on the same floor, but that makes him stronger. How are you dying? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're fragile! Oh, God damn it! Okay, I understand why you're dying now. So now you're gonna die and do 18 damage. God, I'm so bad at that. You're dying, which is actually perfect. So I don't want you to do anything. Are you only taking 8? Because you're healing. Let's just give you a damage shield. Let's just put you out there to do nothing. Man, this is going very poorly so far. We did not get an Entumbra Assault, so we cannot kill this guy. Though we might be able to do a decent enough work with the Remnant Host. This might kill him though. I don't know if the drafts start stunned. No, they're killing everything. Perfect. And I don't care about Fragile on this guy. So put the dregs out. Didn't mean to do that. Doesn't really matter too much. That gold collector is gonna get away. Whatever. You're here. You're taking 52 damage. Not as much as I would have liked. But I guess that's why, that's because of you guys in the back. You're being kind of annoying about things, aren't you? Aren't ya? Really wish I could, you know, somehow kill you. Drag won't do anything at the top. I also give you more health. Might as well, you know, dump a couple of units down here. Pyre's gonna take a big hit. But you know what? That's the price we pay for misplaying. This might be, you know, a restart pretty soon. You know, we're not doing fantastically as far as our play is concerned, are we? I mean, let's be honest. That'll kill him. So I'm just playing it to play it. What happens if Legion gets fragile and die? All of the component parts will also gain fragile. It's the googly eyes. Maybe the googly eyes are messing me up a little bit. So I don't think we need any of these cards. We have far too many melting cards in this deck as is. We need more Umber cards, and we need a Gorger. We have nothing that synergizes with our Gorge artifact. So I'm tempted to just go straight for Umber unit, and we don't really have anything to duplicate, but we need a Gorger. These are not Gorgers! But it is a Shadow Siege. I'll take it. Give me an upgrade. Trample, Silence, Quick. Trample, Silence, Quick. It's all garbage. Nothing really fits what we have. Silence is pretty good for certain enemies and fights. Quick, Doesn't really matter. Trample. Would matter if we get that Shadow Siege out, but that's gonna happen, I don't know when. At some point in the future. Trample really doesn't matter at all. If we could... We can't take Umbra Stone thinking, if we can play the Shadow Siege, we're gonna love life. No, just take like a Silenced Tome, it'll stay in your hand, and if you come across like Ember Drain, you can just play it. Then what do you duplicate? I'll be honest, we freaking desperately need more damage in the form of spells. That's one problem with Melting Umbra, no targeted damage early. We got lucky getting the Atumber Assaults when we did, we just need to actually play them correctly. Okay, you gotta be played at the bottom. Not first. Look, I'm catching myself, that's the important part. You need to die. You need to get played. You need to get played. You need to get played. I'll take the energy on that one, and you can get played. Should have put you on the bottom actually, because of the healer. We're gonna have to deal with that somehow. Could deal with the healer or deal with, you know, one of these minions. I think I'll deal with one of these minions, honestly. Summon 2 draft. I really want that out there now, just to kill some dudes, because that's 40 damage. It's actually pretty good. You're gonna tank. I would like you to have more attack, please. Stealth 2. Stealth 2 does not really matter that much, but I'm gonna put it out there anyways, just because why not? I should have played the other morsel. That was very dumb. Only one set of googly eyes on this guy. You know what? You're not wrong. There's eyes there, there, and there. Freaking people, they don't know what they're doing. This turn blows, by the way. You gotta die. I need more morsels. All right, I would like more morsels. Let's kill you too. The bomb goes through stealth, that's why you're dying. I would honestly kind of like the Wickless Baron up here. Oh, it's still fine he's in the back at least, but god damn it. They're taking 14. They're taking 18. You know what? We should be gorging, because the gorge will transfer through the other legions of wax. We also need capacity. We also need energy. We also need card draw. We also need units. We also need spell upgrades. You're dying. Thank the Lord for that. You can go out there on turn 1. I would like to just do 9 extra damage. Might as well prevent the bomb from exploding. I think it actually reduces our damage output, but it also makes that guy not get stronger from spells, which might matter. Lifesteal we do not need. We'd like to ice you, please. We can put lifesteal on something, or we can just tank a hit. Man, floor capacity for the morsels would be amazing. I'm just gonna put out a morsel there. Put out a morsel there who's gonna die instantly, so that was a little silly, and we'll put one of you out. You're gonna tank 2 hits. Can't play anything else. I think this is part of the problem, or part of the difficulty of Melting Umbra. It's so hard to actually play enough units, because you have the dregs that need to go out and die, you have the morsels that need to go out and die. It would be a lot easier if we had spells that we could play, because then we could just actually play things on our turns, when our entire turns revolve around freaking units. Too many units, man. So Legion of Wax cannot be played. Could be played on this floor, but won't be able to be played. A good morsel would be pretty nice. I think +4 attack on you is what we want. Something's gonna make it up to hit the fire, I think, unless we draw Entumbra Assault. This Legion of Wax is not that good. He needs to get stronger. A 33-33 Wickless Baron is pretty good, though. It's pretty good. Okay, you're gonna get damage shield. You're gonna tank. And by tanking, we actually get a buff on both of you. So I think we're gonna kill him, which I kinda hate because where's my restart? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, damn it. Dude, I'm telling you though, we desperately need a Gorge unit because this Gorge artifact is completely worthless. Create copies of a morsel. I like this. Crucible Collector! Hey, welcome aboard! Energy, draw, capacity. Just go capacity. Shadow Siege, look, in a miracle, maybe you'll get played. I don't know how. That's why I said in a miracle. For now though, I need other things at this very moment. I also need spell upgrades. I don't have a lot of spells to upgrade though, because all of our spells summon units. So honestly, I think I'm gonna go for an artifact and card removal first. Wild Tile Gauge would allow us to play Shadow Siege, hilariously enough. All right, why not? And then we're gonna remove some more Train Stewards. Well, we have our floors set at this point, basically. Harvest 210, sure. I mean, I'm gonna go hard on the accumulator just to see what happens. Spell Shield 2. Well, I mean, I won't be able to kill the marksman, but I want the money. And Timber Assault is gonna be worthless unless I draw 3 of them. But I still think this is okay. It's gonna be a lot harder to play all of our units though, because we might have to play 1 for not 0. And on this turn, for instance, it's gotta be like Dreg, Wickless Baron, Rector Flicker. Loot Goblin. I can kill you. But all of my other units are way too expensive, except for Legion Fiend, so Legion is gonna go out. You're fragile. You're flippin'. Okay, look, it's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. At least, you know, we're doing 18 damage. That's something. That's something. Just believe. Just believe. Just believe. So we actually want these units to go out and die. You're gaining 20 health. Rector Flicker is gonna get very tanky, and the Wickless Baron is gonna get pretty tanky as well. And if all we do is play the Magma Morsels like this, I think it's still kind of worth it. Because we can ice 1, put out another morsel, put out 1 of you there. You're not dead. But I can kill you, and I'm going to. We're not really doing anything else on any other floor, unfortunately, but oh well. And you know what? The wax dudes are not fragile. So there you go. I was proven incorrect, basically immediately. But I still just don't understand what we're gonna do in order to like come out of this run okay, because like look at this, everything is dying, or our units our morsels aren't really doing that much, they're not really getting gorged, the enemies are making it through, I'm not able to kill them, we don't have spells, we don't have high damage, we don't have anything. This might help. No, they're gonna be dazed. Slow down or die. It's not a matter of slowing down or die, it's a matter of we don't really have what we need on this run, in this deck. I need to play you here. Everything's dying. Fantastic. You're gonna do 6. You know what, we have energy, let's play you. This guy has 100 HP. How am I gonna kill him at 100 HP? Should have just played you on turn 1. You're all burning out, but you're doing 48 damage. You're healing for 10. That's a bit of a problem. I can only play one card. Man, the nerf to Volatile Gauge, aka Snecko Eye, makes it just so much harder to work with. Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, what do I play? What do I do? You know? Guess we'll just like give you a lifesteal, and that's my whole turn. We're gonna kill the boss if our Pyre lived through that attack. He's gonna die on this. He's not dead? Oh, because these guys have 2 damage each. You're taking 400 damage. They're taking 565. Are we dead? I don't believe that you're living. I hate that our Pyre is still alive. Kill me. Kill me! No capacity for him, damn it. What are we drawing? Crucible Collector? The Crucible Collector can't live through this. This guy's doing too much damage. I can't kill my own units. I'm just gonna have to summon units in order to tank shots. So it's gonna be Morsel Maker into an Entumbra Assault, into tanking 2 shots. Now you're taking 30. Into tanking 3 shots. Now you're taking 30, all right. All right, we're gonna redo this one. We're gonna remember about the frailty. Maybe we'll just take the, good champion instead of the bad. Fragile applied 24. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe we also don't want Melting Umbra. I'm still gonna take it though, because Melting Umbra is so difficult for me to work with. We're gonna try it though. Votivary, you know what? Votivary is a pretty good target for the frailty. I'm really sad that we didn't get a Gorge unit until so late in the run, because we had the double Gorge. Any Gorge unit would have worked, even if it was a Shadow Eater. I would have been elated. Okay, let's do it again. Good champion. When you play a unit, a random card in hand is reduced to 0, or good Train Stewards. I'm gonna go for the Flicker Licker, because it's gonna be better in the long term. Burnout or Reform? Well, okay, you go Burnout because it's the good champion. It's not even funny how much better the Burnout champion is compared to the other ones. It's absurd. Why would you ever take the other champions when this guy is just amazing? He's a 150 eventually. Oh look, you're all dying. Oh God. Hey, Memories of the Melted. No, I don't have like expensive cards, do I? 0, no. Because the problem with Volatile Gauge is that 0 cost cards will never cost 0 unless you put -1 capacity gems on them. So we're just gonna go with the Extinguish guy just because of why not. And I don't know, we could try freaking Harvest Rector Flicker again. But I'll be honest, with 2 Purifying Cleanses, we're just gonna go Burnout. And we're gonna do Burnout, because Burnout's better. Harvest can be good, and with the, prior to the major Monster Train update, Harvest was amazing with Umbra, because all the morsels being gorged would count, but not anymore. So how about you do not play this guy on turn 1, and instead we'll play a freaking Shade Splitter. Yes, sounds much better. You go out. Oh look, you're fragile, and then you get gorged. Fantastic. Okay, there's gonna be 2 of these guys. We gotta kill them. I think we can kill him. All I need is a damage morsel. You're gonna get a freaking away! I don't believe it. I don't believe it! Well, I do believe it. You're gonna get away, though. Which is highly unfortunate. I can kill the unit, but I can't kill the gold collector. At least this one spawned on the top, so we are gonna get him. So nothing has died yet, so this is useless. You're dying, so let's just gorge out of control. Lifesteal ×2 is good on you. Give you a damage shield and heal and morsel and a drag and floor is at capacity. Fantastic. You're dead. Oh, look at that. It's almost like this champion is real good or something. Am I salty? Look, I'm a little salty. Because I really wanted that gorge run to work, but it was not meant to be. So we're gonna take Entombed Explosive. We have double extinguish triggers, so this is 100 damage. And if we can make him endless, it's actually pretty good. Absolutely Space Prism, absolutely Lady of the Reformed, and like the run is just so much infinitely better than anything we've had so far. Well, except for the one that I kind of destroyed on my own. We do not need to upgrade units because our champion is one heck of a unit. We want an Umbra Gorge, just so we have something to do with morsels. And then we also want to upgrade spells to make double stack +10 magic power and hold over on the burnout spell. I don't like Shadow Eater, so let's give it a shot. Maybe we'll figure out how to actually make it work. So we actually got kind of what I wanted. The only thing we want now is double stack on this. Or another +10 magic power would also be good, but Purifying Cleanse keeps our units alive, and it's gonna be a stomp at this point. We can absolutely turn this on, no problem. Spikes, who cares? The one question is, where do you play Shadow Eater? Do you play him at the bottom or on the second floor where the Lady of the Reformed might not get attacked? We can keep him going with that one spell. So I do think you play Lady of the Reformed Rector Flicker not on the bottom, like you play Shadow Eater down here. Shadow Eater, maybe you put him at the top. We'll probably draw the burnout card soon, if I had to guess. But you gotta get played. But before we do that, Frailty. Think I'm gonna forget? Do you think I'm gonna forget? Well, I mean, statistically speaking, yes, I am gonna forget. I'll try to remember though. So you're gonna heal and kill everything. Except for you, that's okay. Rector Flicker is gonna go out. He's dazed, he's also gonna eat. Dreg's gonna go out. Gold guy is killed, you love to see it. We also get the holdover Purifying Cleanse immediately, which is fantastic. Don't put you out immediately, we're gonna wait. It's so hard to get out of the habit of playing your good units first and then working around it. That's not what you wanna do. You wanna play the bad units first, then you play the better units, and then you work around that. You're almost dead. I actually do want you to attack so that we can get more burnout without having to play this. I'm still gonna play it literally every turn because it's just a massively fantastic card for us. I hate these gold goblins. I really do need a better way of handling them. But again, we're in the has almost literally no direct damage spells deck, so it's kind of hard to work around. This is fine. Oh, look, we got so much energy. Guess we'll play this here. Guess we'll play you here. Guess we'll play you here. All right. Lord Aegis, hello, welcome. What's with the googly eyes? Don't ask. Everyone's doing fine up there. Might as well put out another Dreg. This guy's not making it past, let's be honest. I can't play a morsel, okay. But we really do need damage spells. There's a lot of good ones that exist in the... You're dying to spikes, that's what it is. There's a lot of good ones that do exist in the Melting and the Umbra decks. They're just uncommon and rare. We do get a unit. Draft. I think a draft is totally acceptable. We're gonna place it like right behind the Lady Thor Formed, and it's gonna do a lot of damage. A Tumbra Assault is a requirement. Paraffin Enforcer. Strike friendly burnout units gain Rage 3. Harvest gain Rage 5. Big Sludge could be pretty good. Rage 5 is much better than what it was before, which is like Rage 2. Hard to really make it work though. Paraffin Enforcer. Too much capacity. We already have 4. Well, if you count the draft, 5 capacity in a single turn, or a single floor. But maybe Big Sludge can kind of just go out on his own floor. I really don't see this working that well, though. Big Sludge. It's expensive. Doesn't really seem to do that much. If we go capacity, Paraffin Enforcer is a little bit more playable. Like, because I worry about building up floors for Relentless. The Big Sludge has 30 health and doesn't really add all that much, it feels like. We should upgrade some of the units that we have. Money is easy to come by as long as we can kill the collectors, so we should probably focus on buffs. And I'll be honest, a 25 times 245 draft seems lovely. It's really freaking big, but also just a good unit. Morsels count for harvest? No, they don't. Copy a card or copy a card 5 times. Copy a card 5 times. You know, I got an idea. You wanna know what my idea is? This is my idea. We're gonna copy a card 5 times, and it's gonna be Space Prism. That's right, we're gonna not take any capacity upgrades, and we're gonna have 5 Space Prisms as our capacity. They're free, we can go with card draw, which is a little bit more permanently beneficial on long fights. And now we can actually play all of our burnout units on one floor and just hopefully have a baller floor. Okay, gotta check myself, Fragile. What do you play first? Whatever the least important unit is. It's probably gonna be the Dreg to take 2 hits, and then the Rector Flicker draft behind him. So Dreg, Rector Flicker is a kill, draft is also some kills. We have the Purifying Cleanse, so we can actually keep the draft alive. And the draft is doing as much damage as the champion, which is pretty freaking amazing. You are barely playable, which is fantastic. You might as well just go out and die, I don't care. You have to get played. And, well, might as well heal you a little bit. And I mean, we have a great floor. let's be honest, this floor is fantastic. It's getting the job done. You might as well have some lifesteal, I guess, and then... How big is the Shadow Eater? 3 capacity? Okay, I will leave a capacity pit there open for you. 5 massive drafts. That would have also been nice, but they burn out so quickly, I don't think so. You're healing, fantastic. I'm still gonna play this though. You're not dying. I mean, I could easily kill you with the Entombed Explosive. I could also just do 100 damage to the boss. So there's 104 damage, thank you very much. Train Steward, get out there. Start gorging. Dregs. We have so many capacity upgrades going on there. Let's play that so we can get another kill. I don't want to play the other Dreg though. I want to leave those morsels there. Those morsels need to get played and eaten at some point. So next turn is going to be our final turn, by the way. +5/+5, that's a great morsel. Let's put it up here. You'll tank, you'll heal. And you should have no chance. I'm surprised that the lady is dying, honestly. If we can give her 1 lifesteal though, she will live. We cannot give her 1 lifesteal, but we can give her 1 damage shield, which is enough. You might as well gorge. You might as well gorge. You might as well heal. Have fun. All right, good stuff. We got a good deck right now. We do need a lot of upgrades though. Spells and units. Units first, I think. Because we can fit so many upgrades on units. I think a Bounty Stalker is really good. It's a very good target for multi-strike, endless, does a lot of damage. You know, when final wave happens, we can put it on the burnout floor and just do incredible damage. Wax and Spike, though, is also very interesting to make the burnout floor better with burnout. We don't really need Shroud Spike. I'm looking at Wax and Spike, but I'm also looking at this Bounty Stalker going like, man, the Bounty Stalker is so good. What are you gonna give me? You're gonna give me up to 9 attack on units. You could eventually do like 400 damage a turn. We already have a Paraffin Enforcer, but a Lady of the House is a very good addition. Crucible Warden is also nice. I'm not that worried about it though because of, oh wait, this Seraph is Sap Seraph because the last Seraph, we only had that run active for like 5 seconds. So a damage shield, the Crucible Warden could be okay, but I think honestly I'd rather just go for a lady. Except we don't need her. Like, what does she accomplish that the other units don't? Nothing. Paraffin Enforcer is going to give us more damage than she brings out, and she takes 2 capacity. So I think honestly, you just take nothing here. I really do. Maybe you do take something, even if it's a Crucible Warden, just so that you can have like a 3rd floor. And we're going to go card draw on this one. We want to get to the free cards better. And also this helps to negate the holdover with the spell that we have upgraded. So duplicate, restore Pyre. I don't think anything is worth duplicating as much as I want the gold. I think I'd rather go card removal ×2. We don't really need these. A Wickless Baron could get kind of strong on the burnout floor, but otherwise he's kind of useless right now. So we're not going to take a unit. We're going to remove Train Stewards because they gotta go. The dregs are at least free. Permafrost, 20 magic power and consume. Yeah, upgrade spell to cost -1. Also a bit but a Tumber Assault plus 10 magic power holdover is pretty good, so we're gonna build towards that. And I'll be honest, you know, getting rid of the Purifying Cleanse is perfectly okay because we have 1 unit who we're going to be playing the burnout on. We don't need 2 of these in the deck. Now, having 2 in the deck does make it easier to get 1, but we can just make this one exhaust. Because once we draw it, we're not going to draw it again until we draw the other one, so what does it matter? It's kind of a bit of an old school run. You know, we've seen this kind of a run before. We know what we're doing here. And I think we can absolutely have, what was that, spikes 4? Who cares? Who cares about some spikes? We have 80 health on our champion. You love to see it. You have to get played so you can get killed by a Tumbra Assault. This is also free, which I like. Then we'll play you. Burnout is now no longer a problem. You're living and you're making it up. Kind of annoying. We would like to get to the point where we can kill the loot collectors that spawn. I think we're gonna save the middle floor. Oh, I should not have even played you. No, we didn't have an attack morsel. I think we're gonna save the middle floor for a Shadow Eater, and hopefully that'll kill a gold goblin that spawns in the middle. This is why I played the Train Steward up here. Just so you know. Draft needs to be played, Bounty Stalker needs to be played, Crucible Warden needs to be played. Bounty Stalker can get fragile as far as I care. I have a feeling that we're gonna get the loot collector on this floor. It seems like it does alternate between the floors. So it's gonna be here this turn and here next turn. There's already 2 morsels here. I think we're guaranteed to draw Shadow Eater next turn though, so I really don't want to play it there. I really want Shadow Eater here to kill it. So let's play Crucible Collector at the top. Oh! Well, at least you got damage shield. You can gorge. No, can't play you. We can play you though. We can play you. My brain doesn't work correctly handling these new challenges. But this is exactly what I wanted, exactly what I thought would happen happened. So everything so far is working as expected. Lifesteal would have gone on you. You're living. He has fragile. He's fragile. He's fragile. I gotta like back up. I gotta back off the screen for a minute and think to myself, hey, what are you freaking doing? Both of your tanks are fragile. This one's dying. I can't even kill him. Okay. We're gonna play you. We cannot play the Magma Morsel here. Because if this guy ever gets an attack, he's gonna die to Thorns. But if he has 0 attack, we can still Gorge to do damage. We can do 9 damage to you. You're gonna hit, you're gonna do 25 times 2. If I could do an extra 10 damage to the Light Harnesser in the middle, then I could do 25 extra damage to the Light Harnesser in the back. That's not gonna happen though, so let's just put out a, let's not even put out a Dreg, because we're gonna put Paraffin Enforcer down there when we get him. Okay. Dun. Let's put out the Magma Morsel, end turn. We need that Abeheimer's emo. Someone make it for me. Okay. So we do have to kill you, otherwise the pyre is gonna take damage. That's fine. We'll deal with it. This is actually a very good turn for us, believe it or not. Just remember, don't play fragile where it matters. You're gonna go here and kill him. Paraffin Enforcer is gonna go behind the champion, and this will mean that we do an extra 25 damage to the Light Harnesser in the back. We don't need this card in our deck ever. You need to heal. The Dreg can honestly just eat my butt. Okay, and the boss is gonna die. I don't see the boss getting past us right now. I'm gonna put the healing on you. You're down to 21 HP? Why are you down to 21 HP, my dude? I also want this guy to have some burnout, because then he'll buff himself. Ah, you killed the Shadow Eater. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're dead! We've done it! It's a miracle! So you're gonna go out. I'm gonna apply burnout to the Paraffin Enforcer. It's gonna make him do more damage. We will put down a damage shield and health morsel, which will help the lady live a little bit longer, and then put you down. You're even dead too? My God. He's done it. All right, so fragility didn't cost us in this fight, but it very easily could have. We have a very strong burnout floor though, but it's really the only burnout floor that we have. Combustible wax is amazing. It solves all of our burnout problems. Because now the Lady the Reformed is going to give like burnout 1,000,000 to everybody. We need Subsuming Blade. Desperately. We need Excavation Eruption. We can make it cheaper. But we need attack spells. Our units are fine. We're going to upgrade the ones that we have, but we need those spells. We need those spells. We need those spells. Those spells have to be had. So I think I'm going to go straight into... but we can get a free artifact if we go left. Do we have a spell upgrade path here? We do. And it has 75 gold on it. All right. So we're going to go unit upgrading first. Damage shield 2 to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. So we can give a unit fragile and damage shield 2. I mean, Flicker's Liquor, I'm going to take it because it's going to make Excavation Eruption and all the other cards playable, and we draw more cards. So that seems like a great call. And we should probably go card draw after this fight too. Large Stone on the Crucible Warden is pretty nice, because then he'll be able to do a lot of damage while he has damage shield. I'll be honest with you though, a freaking 3-pip draft that does 80 damage is ridiculous. But I think you gotta go Crucible Warden. He kind of goes on his own floor anyways. Lady can have more health. Plus damage can go on the draft. I'm not gonna spend any more money though. I'm gonna save it for another upgrade, which is going to be from the spell upgrade to path. Armor 15. 2 morsels being eaten will bust down the armor. It's gonna make it harder to get the collectors early, but we can make this work. Especially if we get Shadow Eater turn 1, which is fantastic. Now we didn't get Morsel Generation turn 1, which is a bit of a problem, but getting him turn 1 is pretty good for us. And we can make him playable too. It's gonna be Dreg, then move to the top, then move back down, and that's, you know, we can't kill the Loot Goblin unless we get an Entumber Assault, but that's fine. We also did not get 2 morsels, but this is also okay. You didn't die last... Oh, I didn't play you last game. That makes sense. Last turn, last round, last whatever. No capacity means we can't really play you. Can't play you either. I've messed up the capacity playing the Train Steward. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to kill these guys as they move up. And I don't know if we can. We can kill a couple of them, but we can't kill the third one, I don't think. No, we will. It's gonna be Excavation Eruption. Well, we could play it here and try to kill the Collector. Take 10 pyre damage. I'm okay with that. You're all taking 10. I really don't care about a Dreg, but I'll play it anyways. And I want the money. We didn't get it. I knew it was a risk, but you know, we want to make that card holdover, ideally. All right, you're dying. Kind of blows. You're actually okay. You are gonna make it to the pyre and hit us for just a truck ton of damage, which I hate. It's because we don't have trample on the champion. He's overkilling this guy by like 67 HP. And there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm looking at the numbers and I'm saying, oh, hey, if we didn't have armor 15 on these units, we would do 80 damage to this guy. These guys would be dead on the last turn. We probably could have maybe gotten the loot collector as well. Look, I'm greedy! I know I'm greedy! I just want them to die. We're gonna take another hit on the pyre. 4 is not what I was hoping for. $10.89. Oh, you're dying. Oh, well, putting a morsel in front of you will kill all these units then. So let's get these morsels out. +5, +5. On you, that's pretty good, but I think you just want to have lifesteal. Actually, I think you want to have lifesteal. I really want to ice both of these units as they move up. We need to put one tank in front here. A good morsel. More damage means that you would have more lifesteal. You can take those ones. And then... end turn. You're taking 14 damage. Oh, look, we knew that was going to be a bad turn for us. You gotta get Blade. Subsuming Blade can get a kill, which is fantastic, but let's make it free. Let's not worry about it. You have fragility, but you're in the back, so it doesn't matter. You also need to heal. You're gonna eat. Subsuming Blade is still worth playing. You're taking 56. Look, better than nothing. You're not dying either! What? You're gonna hit the pyre once? Man, the pyre is getting frickin' torn to shreds. To shreds, you say. To shreds, you say. I think I'm going to... I really want to play Excavation Eruption, so I'm gonna kill my own draft in order to play Paraffin Enforcer, who's gonna make Excavation Eruption free. I'm gonna make Paraffin Enforcer have Burnout. He's freaking frail. Look, one of these days I'm gonna learn. And you're dead. Okay, fantastic. You know, who needs to play other cards? You're freaking toast. Heal you. We might as well Subsuming Blade to make it stronger, and we might as well put a morsel down, and we might as well put a morsel down and end turn. We're not doing anything with any other floor at this point, which is stupid and dumb and bad. We need to be using the other floors. We need to be playing better. Stop taking 90 damage. This would just bring back morsels. Daze 2 on an already dazed unit. It's going to be playable most of the time, but I still don't think it's that good. Trigger an extinguish ability without killing it. We do have a couple. I don't know if it's going to trigger multiple times. Dude, I just realized too, Bounty Stalker is very good with Wax and Snuffer. He's already at 26. So maybe Intent on Death could be worth it. And we're going to be adding in cards, and we're going to be drawing cards, so I think this is fine. You know, we know what we're doing. We're looking for a good boss fight, and then more card draw. It's the only thing we care about. And we are going to go spell upgrades. Remove consume, cost 1 more. Don't really care. -1 on Excavation Eruption. Nah, Subsuming Blade, because we want holdover on that immediately, essentially. We didn't get it, but we can double stack this, except we don't need to, because the combustible wax makes that unnecessary at this point. So let's just get Excavation Eruption cheaper. And then leave. That's a horrible shop. That's one of the worst shops we've had. In fact, I think that is the worst shop we've ever had. We just bought lower energy on everything. Who cares? Spell Shield 5. The Guardians are gonna die to the Rector Flicker basically in one hit, so it doesn't matter that they go out. Ideally, we'll have Shadow Eater on the bottom as well, which didn't happen here. That's fine. I think we could burn out on the middle. Yeah, I think think we could burn out on the middle. Or by burn out, I mean play all of our burnout units here. Playing them up here would buy us more time to play them, though. Yeah. But they're gonna get more armor. We should probably kill them sooner. It's gonna be Shadow Eater. I think we can play a Space Prism down here later. I think we want one here. And we'll play Burnout at the top. I almost did it. I didn't, though. Yay me. Consume Purifying Cleanse. We still want it out. You're more important, though. And you all have 10 armor. That's an annoying amount of armor to have. I think we'll put Shadow Eater here. I get so close to dropping it, but then you'll notice I pull it back. I pull it back. Bounty Stalker is still a good play. You want him to die. You know what? We are going to be able to play everything. This guy won't be able to gorge, but we can still get him out there. So it's going to be Bounty Stalker. I think behind Crucible Warden, so that we can just do more damage until we decide to gorge, and we can dump a capacity stone down here so we can gorge once per turn. I don't even think you play the Dreg because we want the capacity up here for other units. You could tank with the Dreg, just like take a hit. Well, not there. Take a hit here, but you're healing already. But I still want you out of my deck. All right, we'll do that. Much better, much better, much better play. Gaining the armor on these units makes them unkillable, unfortunately. I can get them down to a very small amount of health with the Tumbra Assault, but that's it. I can't kill them. I can kill one of you, though. You basically have to be played. You have to be played. We can start with this. It's the holdover one. I'd like to have this every turn, I would. 4 morsel capacity. We're gonna play a draft here as well. We don't need to get morsels from this. I could just use it to get a kill. Take less pyre damage. Is it less pyre damage? 8 versus 6? Yeah, it saves us 2. There's no sweep here, so I actually do like this. Now you're dying. You're living. That's okay. Now next turn, this draft is gonna be able to pop off. Not this turn though. We also need more damage. So now you can gorge now. Maybe we don't need Purifying Cleanse. The damage output isn't that bad, and we'll probably draw it again soon enough. Ooh, that's a good morsel. That's a good morsel. You're doing it. You're taking it 61, which is pretty good. It's pretty freaking good. We gotta play 2 morsels here. So let's play the 2 base attack morsels. Do another 20 damage to everyone. Kill the crap units. You're already dying. You will die when you move up. You will not die when you move up. This guy is not going to be able to kill you. We don't have damage on that floor. I need to get you to 10 HP so that the lady can kill you. I don't know how I'm going to do that. As for the second floor guy, I don't think that's where the eyes go. Where would you put him? He has no face, but he must lick. Ah, you know what? You're taking none. That's what the Shade Splitter is for. You know what? I think this is when you would pop the Entombed Explosive. You could put it down here. I think we gotta kill these guys, though, as they move up. We can deal with them next turn. But like right now, putting this out will kill 2 units, and then you're gonna move up with 105 and we'll be able to ice you. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with you, but I think I'll deal with you. I'll choose to deal with you later. You're gonna gain armor, it doesn't matter. Because we do a lot of damage up here. We might be able to kill units as they move up. You don't need a morsel right now. You don't need damage shield though. Like, you're gonna need damage shield, but you don't need it now. You're gonna die when you move up. So let's put this, well, if I put it on you, you're gonna, what, heal? Who cares? Yeah, we're gonna put it down here. Bum, 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 bum. Could put a drag down, but I like the ability to put 2 morsels there for 20 damage. The big gorge guy looks so funny. It's the mouth. It's the smiley mouth. That's what it is. Space Prism. Subsuming Blade. Has to get played. Trigger a unit's extinguish ability without killing it. So this is when we actually get to see if it'll buff the attack once or twice. Twice. Fantastic. Holdover on that would be amazing. Subsuming Blade we can play on you if we wanted to. We are going to be able to play everything. I would like to kill you so Subsuming Blade has a better chance of killing the tank. He's going to gain armor off of it though, so maybe you would rather play Excavation Eruption at face value here. Kill you. No, you still do it like this. Because if you can get him down to 10 HP or less, he'll die to the morsel anyways. If you can get him down to enough HP where he's dying to the Lady of the Reformed, then the Rector Flicker will do all his damage to the Clipped Guardian. But we already will kill the Clipped Guardian with just these 2 units anyways, even if we had nothing else. So there we go. This is turning out to be a bit of a puzzly run. I much prefer the simpler ones, but you know, I don't have a choice in the matter right here. We gotta just do what we gotta do. So we did get Purifying Cleanse again, which is another 20 HP. We'll just keep buffing up her health, and she'll be fine. This guy is quite strong, quite strong. We should have made Paraffin Enforcer the burnout unit though, because then he would buff himself. It doesn't matter, the frailty doesn't matter. It's still dumb though. I just forgot. Let's be honest, I forgot. Like, I bet you forget things too sometimes, you know, don't just blame me for forgetting sometimes. You gotta go. Oh hey look, Excavation Eruption is playable. There you go. $58 damage. It's because we've not gorged much on the Crucible guy. And in fact, the only way to keep him alive is with a Purifying Cleanse into a morsel. So if we do that, we can at least get some better value out of him on this turn. We might just want to just like totally buff up here, but we have time to play this later. So we'll buff your health up. Now you're taking 156. A morsel gorged does the exact same as a morsel not gorged. So we're gonna gorge you on the attack morsel to make you do a little bit more damage before you die. You're taking 200 damage. Not a lot. Oh well. End turn. Top floor is looking real big. Okay. Paraffin Enforcer, I would like him to buff his own attack with the Burnout. And we'll heal you a little bit more on the next turn. We are probably just gonna kill our own worst morsel with a Tumbra Assault to get better morsels. Lifesteal's fantastic. Damage shield actually doesn't matter. I'd prefer to just give you +4 health, and that might make you survive for another turn. Didn't work though. Oh, because you had 18 damage, you exactly got to 60 HP. Whatever, that's fine. Anyways, you're healed. You're dying on this floor, which is amazing because you needed to die. The Burnout lady died, but you know what? We know that that's gonna happen sometimes. We took 6 damage. Dude, that's not that bad. Memento Mori is pretty good, but a Bounty Stalker is also really good. Floor capacity is a bit of a problem. We might want to consider a capacity upgrade here. We still want to play morsels. We still want to play more units on the Burnout floor. It's getting hard to do. If we go with capacity, then we can play Crucible Warden and the Shadow Eater and have 2 guaranteed spots for gorging and have a spot in order to play the Bounty Stalker. Now, do we want another Bounty Stalker? With Waxer Snuffer, maybe, but I'd rather dupe the one that we have. So Memento Mori might be the play, just to do damage based off of unit deaths. And if we use the morsels as literal damage shields, we can get this charged up, but it still is not that much damage. Excavation Eruption is better if we make it holdover, and ideally we will. Subsuming Blade also needs to be holdover. We got a lot of things that we would like to do. I think weirdly enough you take nothing here though. I think the deck can function as long as I play smarter, but I don't think the low damage from Memento Mori is gonna do it, because we'd have to kill so many units. I mean, we can kill the dregs pretty easily and morsels. We can get a few kills and then get like a decent damage spell. You know, the deck's already thick. Deck's already thick enough. Add it to the pile. And I'm gonna go card draw. I was thinking about the capacity. You know what? More card draw will never go wrong because we already play every card that we draw. Our draw is already so good. So multi-strike is amazing. You probably want that on the Bounty Stalker. All of a sudden they're killing floors all on their own. Crucible Warden is also another good call because the Crucible Warden is not the lifesteal minion. Draft is also good, but I think you just want Bounty Stalker. You want a unit that you can play on another floor. It's 150 damage. It's gonna probably get to 200 by the end of this. That means they're killing units on their own. Now, Paraffin Enforcer multi-strike is also good, but the immediate damage from the Bounty Stalker I think is better. Health. Lady. +10 attack. Draft. Endless Bomb? Deals 100 damage. And it'll charge Memento Mori. That sounds pretty good to me. You surviving a sweep would be nice. +10 attack. Did I buff a drag? No, that was one of the failed runs. Crucible Warden getting stronger could also be nice. We don't need to perfectly, play our buffs and our upgrades. We can fiddle with it a little bit. I think we'll dump a Shade Splitter. Hope for something great here. Purge a card, gain a card. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And I think we'll burn a dreg. We're not playing the dregs all the time because of the fact that we are low on capacity on the burnout floor. We play them just to block a hit. Rare Melting, Rare Umbra. Melting... Rare Melting, Rare Umbra. I think I want Umbra but I forget what the melting rare cards are. There's one that removes burnout, but we don't care about removing burnout. Wickless recruitment, that's what I was thinking of. Endless to a unit doesn't really matter. We could get another memento, we could get a sacrificial resurrection, which would add a good draft, or wax and spike. Umbra could give us blazing bolts, shroud spike, shroud mitosis, furnace tap, umbra stone. Trample would be very nice. Very, very nice. I think we're gonna go Umbra for like a spell. It's not the spell we wanted, but it's also very good, so I'm gonna take it. If we don't have energy, but we have multi-strike on a unit that does a lot of damage, I think that'd still be okay. Especially if it's late. You know, if it's right at the, right near the end of the fight, we're gonna love it. This is the easiest trial. The units only do, at most, like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70 damage to the pyre. It sounds like a lot, I know, but I think you still take this because you can kill the minions as they move up. There are 5/3s that do 5 damage on death. Who cares? If we get a Shadow Eater, we can kill him basically immediately. We didn't. That's okay. It's gonna be hard to kill them. I think we want the Rector Flicker Paraffin Thug on the top so we can ice them. We'll put Crucible Collector here to ice these guys. Which means we need the Space Prism here, and we need a Shade Splitter. Hopefully it was attack. It wasn't. That's fine. You're gonna kill one. Oh my fleet-freaking god damn it! Oh. He tries so hard to play units correctly, and then he does something like this. God damn it. Okay, we can kill everything here. You'll come back next turn, who cares? And hey, you being fragile doesn't matter. You're gonna do some damage. You're not endless. You will die when you move up. This is probably gonna kill you. You go down here. Sure, give me some energy, I don't care. All right. We lost the Crucible Collector, but we're still living. What do you play first? We need to play one morsel. I would also like more morsels from an Antumbra Assault. That's a free card too. If we put you here, you're gonna do enough damage that you're not gonna quite kill the Steel Wing at the front, but you're gonna get real freaking close. Have I played a minion yet? No. Play it one minion, so you don't mess it up. You're dead. Fantastic. We're gonna get a lot of gold from this. Fantastic. We're gonna be Ember Drained to all hell, which is very annoying. You don't need another morsel. I think we're just gonna stack up the top floor. We'll put you down so you blow up. You sweep. You'll live. You will not live. You sweep, you'll die. You don't have a Slade trigger, so I'm gonna play these just to get them killed. That was a pretty good turn. 0 energy. Yep. That's fine though, because you know our units are they're doing what they need to do right now. Our units are kind of good enough. Now I really wish I could keep the Bounty Stalker alive and do another 150 damage. That's okay. All I really need is one morsel here. We might as well buff the capacity here, because the capacity anywhere else doesn't really matter. You are gonna be hard to deal with. But I can deal with you. It's just gonna be hard. It's gonna start here, obviously. You are going to gorge. Might as well give you an attack. You're all dead moving up. Fantastic. Do you put a dreg out? Well, it's just gonna die immediately, so I kind of think, why not? We'll put better units out once we get them. And I hate that we can't do anything with these morsels, but again, it doesn't matter if you play them or don't play them. Do you want to draw them? No, I don't want to draw them. I want to play Shade Splitters to get them, essentially. No energy! I hate you! It's fine though, we'll keep you living. We can play a bunch of morsels up here, which is nice. And a dreg. Maybe one, no, because the dreg is just gonna die to the sweeper anyways. So, oh, wait, we made other cards free. We made other cards free! Do you believe it? Might as well. These dregs actually pretty good with the liquor flicker. Just allowing me to get a little bit of extra, you know, card playage. So I do not want to be Ember Drained completely next turn. We're gonna. I don't think there's any way around it unless we draw a 0 energy unit. Antumbra Assault might be able to get us where we... This is the most I've ever thought about a turn, okay? Watch this. We draw 7. If we play Entombed Explosive, it'll be the 7th card we draw. We need to be able to play the draft at the top floor. Antumbra Assault can give us morsels. The morsels can make cards in our hand free. Shade Splitters and drafts will make other cards in our hand free. We'll be able to play everything. In order for that to happen, we need a target for Antumbra Assault. This dreg has 3 HP. So you play the dreg on this turn, and then on the next turn, you kill it with Antumbra Assault, because it's free, and then you'll get 2 energy back that you can use to play other units that will make other spells free. So we can play our entire hand next turn, but we have to start on this turn with a dreg. Make sense? Now we also did get Excavation Eruption, which is not quite enough to kill you, so I'm just gonna play it here for damage. I do want to do raw 100 damage to you. This is actually gonna do more. Fantastic. I would like to Ember Drain and Multi-Strike. We're gonna be Ember Drained anyways. We might as well be Ember Drained and have, you know, a 155 times 2 minion. I don't want Purifying Cleanse. I want to add to my hand, because I don't want to make it hold over and have it be the 7th card. I like our turn next turn, we just have to make sure that we don't mess it up. No energy, we knew that was gonna happen. We start with Antumbra Assault. We get 2 morsels. The morsels will make cards free. Damage shield will block 26 damage from this guy. We want the damage shield up here, believe it or not. Lifesteal down here is acceptable. Shade Splitters are free. They're gonna make other things free. We just have to find capacity to play them. +4 attack we'll put here. Plus energy doesn't matter because of the Ember Drain. We want to play the draft. That's gotta go. Entombed Explosives has to go. Then we get Subsuming Blade, which we can use to kill the explosive. Then we can play another morsel, at least get extra energy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You're dead. Get toasted, scrub. Literally can't play anything though, so end turn. Okay, it worked. It was awkward, but it worked. We got 400 gold. Was it worth it for like 30 pyre damage? It might be worth it. Devourer of Death is interesting. We can't make him endless. We can't reform him. Engulfed in Smoke is like just the game-winning card, though. I think you just have to take it. Excavation Eruption, we already have one. A second one is not that bad, though. We need more damage-dealing spells, and that's a very good damage-dealing spell. Thick Deck, yes, I know. Listen, doesn't matter. We gotta add stuff. We draw quickly, too. We draw a lot of cards every turn. And I think, honestly, we go for spells. The units are actually okay when we keep them alive appropriately, when we don't give them freaking fragility. I want Pyre Health and card duplication. What am I gonna duplicate? I don't know! Gain 3 energy. We don't need it, because we have energy regen just by playing morsels and whatnot. We make cards free. We don't need extra energy. Extinguish applied 10 armor could be okay. I don't know if Extinguish applies to morsels when they die. Also, this doesn't tell you what Extinguish does. Triggers are on death. I guess morsels don't die, they despawn. Gain 5 energy when a tomb unit dies. This could be used for infinite energy once we draw the tomb explosive unit. I kind of like that. Except for the problem of Ember Drain, except it actually might not be a problem, because we'll gain 8 energy at the beginning of turn, and then minus whatever Ember Drain is. I'm also trying to think of, can I play Furnace Tap? I think the answer is yes, you can play Furnace Tap with Encased Ember. Because you might not be able to play a unit, but you can always play the Tomb unit. And then you can play Ember Drain from Furnace Tap, and it'll be playable. So I think we're gonna take that. Before I reroll, I am going to do a quick little search. I mean, we could also duplicate him and do 200 damage every turn just through explosions, which is kind of nice. Permafrost. We don't need anything to be permafrosted. Plus 10 magic power. We don't need anything to be plus 10 magic power. Maybe Excavation Eruption. We'll make this 3 so it's more playable. Remove Consume. I mean, a Furnace Tap remove Consume is interesting. It's so weird it just might work. Might as well make the good one better. Purge card. Yes. Let's purge a... This consumes, so I don't really want to purge that. The dregs kind of consume. Guess you purge a Shade Splitter. And then we'll dupe a card. Do you duplicate a Bounty Stalker? Do you duplicate a Draft? An Engulfed in Smoke? Or an Entombed Explosive that's gonna give you a bunch of energy back, plus explode for 100 damage? Is this still the first try on Fragile Collection? Nope, this is number 3, because I messed up the first 2 very quickly. He rage quit a few times, says Disposable Account. No, I died. I rage quit the second time because I played the champion as literally my first unit, which was stupid. I think Shadow Eater is gonna die. Shadow Eater does not have the health to survive the minions that get spawned. We're gonna have to put tanks in front of him and then Gorge to kill the weak units. We're gonna have to do that every turn. That's okay. I think we want an Entombed Explosive. It's not gonna help for keeping Shadow Eater alive, but it is energy. It's a lot of damage to weaken those units. Maybe we'd prefer to just duplicate a Draft or a Bounty Stalker, though. But this is the only Endless unit we have. Maybe we'd prefer another Excavation Eruption to try to kill some of the units. Are our units fine? Our units are fine. I'm gonna duplicate the good Excavation Eruption. I could also duplicate Furnace Tap. I don't think we're gonna have a problem killing the boss. I think our problem is gonna be getting there, which means Excavation Eruption is better. This doesn't consume, we'll draw it again. You might not agree with that. I think we need to kill minions. I think that's the top priority here. to keep our units alive. Because Seraph is going to be spawning a lot of nastiness. We can also Furnace Tap on turn 1, but we don't have the Tomb unit, so I'm wary of doing this. In fact, I think I'm not going to do this, because I think it'll mean we have 0 energy and we'll just die. So it's got to be Burnout here, I think, because we have the capacity for it. We're probably going to play everything for free. I could Furnace Tap a Magma Morsel really quickly. It doesn't seem that bad, but where do you play it? Down here? You could start Burnout at the bottom. We have the holdover card, but I really want Shadow Eater at the bottom. That is where it does the best. So you know what? We'll start you guys here. We'll put the collector guy up here. You do not need the healing. We have another one of these in the deck that has restore 30 health. Problem is these guys do a lot of damage. Okay, I'll hold it over. I had to think about it for a second. I'll hold it over. Harvest, gain armor, slay, gain 2 attack, restore 5 health. I don't want to buff you. I don't mind doing a little bit of extra damage. We'll end turn. The font Monster Train uses is Sans Serif, says AB0020. Get out of here. Get out of here. Do we want stealth? No, we want the burnout. We have enough burnout already. Scariest Serif? Yeah, this is the, like, a debuff buff removal Serif can counter certain decks and clans a little bit more easily, like the Awoken, but this is the highest damage output Serif, and you need spells to kill the minions. And we didn't get any spells to kill the minions, but maybe one day we will. I'm going to consume this card. It does not matter at all. We do need to play the Space Prism. We do need to play a Dreg. You're gonna gain armor. If I play the Dreg, I can kill you. So we're gonna play the Dreg in the back to kill that man. That man must die. Well, I mean, we could actually do it with morsels. And this needs a holdover. You have 4 attack. It's not a lot of attack, but we're gonna give you the lifesteal. You're sapped. I gotta remember the sap. That means you're gonna come out with a 3 attack, which is enough to get the kill. So you have to be played. You have to be played. You also have to be stealthed to live through these guys. So at least you're living through those guys now. You're gonna get the slay trigger, or you're gonna kill, they're not gonna get the slay trigger, so we're gonna play the morsel to empty it. We're taking a lot of damage, but we haven't gotten a single excavation eruption yet. Just waiting on that card to show up. And Tumber Assault, we never put a damage upgrade on the card, so it's not that good. The lady could die. If the lady dies, it's honestly not that bad, because we still have these purifying cleanses. But I think we can keep her alive because we drew 2 of them. That's pretty good. I hate that the Gilded Wings are living. I can kill one of these guys. Get more morsels. More morsels! This is a 10 damage spell. You kidding me? Well, you play the draft after you play a morsel. The double damage shield off of the Gorge plus the morsel is saving us a lot up here. Okay, 2 units on the next floor. I can handle 2 units on the next floor. Bounty Stalker, you gotta go out. Look at that, you're actually getting a freaking kill too. Pyre's taking no damage. We're pulling it back ever so slowly. Now I'm not gonna play this morsel. There's literally no spot for it. If I play it down here, I'm gonna give this guy armor. Does the armor matter? 84 times 2. It's 168 damage. Again, I'm playing the morsel so it doesn't show up as draw. We want spells. Okay, finally got Shadow Eater. Means we need to play one Space Prism here. Shadow Eater is gonna die though. You know, as expected, it does not have enough. It has not enough health to survive, so I think Bounty Stalker is going to tank for the Shadow Eater, unless Excavation Eruption helps us out enough. Subsuming Blade is also a great card to have. We have a lot of good cards here, cards that we need. I'm not gonna let the Pyre take 60, or even 30. So I think a Subsuming Blade up here is pretty good, and Excavation Eruption here saves all of our damage. Shadow Eater down here will live if we play him in the back and then play morsels. Will he live if we play him in the front and play a morsel in the front? He might, but then all we're doing is damage with the Bounty Stalker. I think what we need to do is kill the minions. Yes, we have Excavation Eruption. Yes, we got 2 more coming up still. Okay, I'm running through everything in my head just to make sure I've got the line. It's gonna be Space Prism, Space Prism. It's gonna be a heal, a Shade Splitter, then it's gonna be Subsuming Blade, Morsel, down here. Then it's gonna be Shadow Eater. Minus 20, minus 21? Ah, you're getting a Slay Trigger and doing an extra 2 on your second hit, got it. And then Excavation Eruption. Good stuff. Now, I don't really care that the Bounty Stalker is dying. He kind of did his job, which was a lot of damage until we could kind of stabilize ourselves. And now we're a bit more stable. I'd say a lot more stable, actually. So Purifying Cleanse has to be played. You're making it up with 37 HP. Sucks. However, that's just because the Rector Flicker doesn't have any sort of trample. Actually, no, it's because the Draft is having to get the killing blow on the Gilded Wing. You're dying. I'm not gonna let you die, don't worry. That's worth it. That, because one of the hits on the Gilded Wing was where we wanted it, this Gilded Wing's taking more damage. This Shadow Eater, little scary. he's got a little bit of a low HP stack, but that's okay. We finally got an Entombed Explosive, literally the last turn. But this is a good draw. You know, we want him out here. We want him exploding. We want room for the Paraffin Thug. We don't need anything else played on this floor. So I think we'll put a Space Prism up here. You're dying, you're taking 39. Entombed Explosive here. Gets a kill, you're dying, you're fine. Excavation Eruption here. It's likely to kill you. If it does, you're living. If it doesn't, how can I keep you alive? Oh dude, Intent on Death actually works better down here, because I can guaranteed get 1 kill. You gotta be played. You gotta have enough health for Seraph. Hate to say it. We're about to shuffle too. I'm just debating where to play the Space Prism. What needs more capacity? Because we have enough capacity for the Paraffin Thug. That's not a problem. The only other units that we have are Dregs. I don't really care about putting them on the same floor. It would be nice to put Morsels here, but they're not required. You know, we can put Morsels on the Crucible Warden to buff up his damage shield. It's not that good against Seraph, though. I mostly got this for handling stealth bosses and trample bosses and whatnot. You might just be a lost cause, but I really do like the Entombed Explosive Intent on Death down here, but then I'd have to play Excavation Eruption here to take no pyre damage. And you're making it up. But I can kill you with a Entombed Explosive on the turn after that. It's risky, it's tempting, but I think we're gonna go Entombed Explosive, Intent on Death. You're dead, you're dead. 10, 15, 15. I'd have to put 2 morsels down to keep you alive. So I think, we gotta kill you. Okay. What was it, several of the shots hit Seraph there? That was unfortunate. Pyre's gonna take 15, whatever. Really, I can't keep you alive? 10? 10. 10 on you, then 10 on you, then 15 on you. No, I can keep you alive. 10 on you, 10 on this morsel. I can keep you alive, but you're not doing anything, I guess, is what's going on here. No, I could have put the Space Prism in the morsel down here, you idiot. Whatever. Okay. Misplay, minor, quite minor. You're taking 37. Excavation Eruption on you kills you. We got Intent on Death again. Are you kidding me? God, you look weird, eyes. Also, this floor is insane. You gotta be played. You gotta be played. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta put tanks in front of you. I think the Shadow Eater is not gonna live. Is our Pyre gonna live? Yes. I think we need to focus entirely on killing this wave at the bottom and let this floor handle Seraph. I think that's what we have to do. And in doing that, we're gonna let the Pyre take this guy out. We're gonna get hit for 30. We can clear this wave. I think just by playing the Paraffin Enforcer, that'll do it. We might want to play the Paraffin Enforcer at the back just to guarantee it at least. But that can be done. He'll get the kill on the 5 HP minion. Can you live? You'll live, fantastic. And then we just focus on killing this floor if we can. If we get lucky, Excavation Eruption will keep the Shadow Eater alive. But I really don't care if he does. Wow, he did. Why do I say he did? Because Entombed Explosive will actually do it now. So yeah, we're gonna let the Pyre take damage. It doesn't matter. The Pyre taking a little bit of damage doesn't matter because Seraph will kill it if we don't do 3,425 damage. Now we did get Furnace Tap, which is fantastic. We also have a bunch of energy thanks to the Tomb Unit dying, so we're gonna kill this Tomb Unit every single turn. You're barely living. We do have Engulfed in Smoke, so we can Engulfed in Smoke now, which is very good. So, Purifying Cleanse. Excavation Eruption might as well be played. You might as well play, you know, the Entombed Explosive first or something. You know what I mean? Let's make some cards free. Gain 1 energy. Look, let's be honest, you go there. Nothing on this floor is living. I can't handle the damage output, so we're gonna buff you up as a last resort, which is sad. Didn't even kill a Shadewing, which is super sad. Multi-strike does best probably on the Rector Flicker. You could multi-strike the Paraffin Enforcer for a little bit of extra rage. I think you want double damage. Then you're gonna stealth. And then this is it. You're dead. I almost don't believe that we're killing Seraph, but it's extremely close. The Draft is getting hit by Seraph once, and we're getting the kill. That's close. That is very close. You might as well buff up the health, keeps a couple of additional units alive. You might as well, like, Excavation Eruption, Memento Mori for another 130. All of a sudden, the Rector Flicker is living. And we've done Fragile Collection. It's been done. After several false starts, we had barely enough to make it through. Having to focus on the order that you play your minions every turn is very annoying. But it's been done. It was harder than I thought it was going to be because of my own brain, essentially. But also because I don't like melting. I don't like melting, but also the melting champion that starts with Burnout 3 is just too overpowered considering the other options. The accumulator champion is just trash compared to it. The reform champion can be interesting, especially if you have like summon effects that happen, but the burnout champion is just so much better than the other options. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Anyways, there's our garbage deck. We barely made it work, but we did. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.